points following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That's complete left side to Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people wanted to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Lance now on 1st down. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
On the ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at about the 38. The Cardinals had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Murray's throw completed to Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First down, Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Let's go.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Lance.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Throwing now is Lance.
Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray.
They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Murray.
This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On play action, it's Murray.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The rifle's complete, caught by Moore.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And some room to work. And they work this out past the 25.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here's Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick for the Cardinals touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get two more.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Murray with a 3rd and long.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll bring the window now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
And Lance now to throw.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready, play.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Okay, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let's go.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Here we go.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Lance again. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance. That's complete left side to Gray.
And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36.
Black Ultra, blue striker.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. There's Murray.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Back to throw it. Murray.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Murray's going to look to throw this thing toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Arizona, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.